Hello, and welcome back to another Spirit Island game. Today I'm going to be playing Wildfire, which is a spirit I'm really bad at. I cannot play this spirit for the life of me. So I thought I'd just go against a relatively easy adversary, fingers crossed, and that's going to be Sweden. The only thing we have to worry about here is heavy mining. If the invaders do at least 6 damage to the land during Ravage, add an extra Blight. Now this could be terrible because Wildfire already adds Blight as part of its special rule if it gets going. Just like a real wildfire, it's just ravaging the island. But hopefully we can take down some invaders along with that as well. Let's do the initial explore. And that is going to be in the mountains. So let's just do that. Happy days. Okay, oh gosh, that city's a bit scary. So this map looks pretty good because this kind of pocket of wetlands here is pretty well protected as long as I can clear these buildings. I think my initial play might be just to try and stop this build in F6 and then maybe let F4 just blight and then we'll just deal with it. So I want to take out this town here as a priority so I can get rid of the explore in the wetlands eventually. Oh gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to do the third growth option to get some energy first. And the way Wildfire works is you grab a presence, and whenever you add a presence, you do quite a few things. So first off, you do 1 damage per fire revealed on your tracks. And at the minute, that's going to be 1 because we've got 1 fire. So immediately we do 1 damage to this explorer and get rid of it to stop that build. Happy days. We also push any beasts in the land, but we don't have any beasts here, so that's all gravy. And finally, we can push any number of Dahan away from our fire. So I might just start gathering these in the center of the map, just because Sweden's escalation causes the invaders to convert Dahan if they outnumber the Dahan. So I think it's good to group the Dahan together. Right, so that's the growth. And for this growth option, we also get +2 energy and +1 for how many fires we've revealed on our tracks, which is 1. So we've got 3 energy to work with, 1 card play. I really want to take out this town in F8 and then work towards destroying this city, which is going to take a while, but I think we could do it. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is just play Threatening Flames, and this targets a land with Blight and invaders. And I think I'm just going to push this town maybe in this direction, in this blighted land, because then I can add presence to it and maybe mess it up or add presence next turn to this land to try and take care of the city and town. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Right, let's see what happens. So 2 fear, and we get to push 1 town or explorer per terror level from target land. So I can push this town towards the coast away from this area. I can also deal 1 damage because I've got 2 fire. So before we move it, let's just deal 1 damage to it. You never know, these Dahan might do something to it. You never know. So that's the innate done. Fast power's done. Let's see what we're going to do in the invader phase. Building in the mountains, and then this land builds a town. This land we cleared out. And then we explore in the sands. All right. Okay. We've got no slow powers, so let's carry on. Now, this is going to blight, and I can't deal with it, so I think I might just leave it. Well, it's going to be 6 damage, so that means it's going to add an extra blight. You know what? Maybe we just take it. Maybe we just take it, and we just deal with the sands, because we can deal with that quite easily. So I'll take the second growth option to get a minor power card, and oh no, we're actually looking for plant as an element, because it's really important for our innates. 1, because it allows us to do damage, and 2, it allows us to remove blight when we start adding it in the mid-game. And unfortunately, none of these cards have plant, or fire for that matter. We've got some defense here, which might be good. Oh gosh, these are not great. That's pretty good as well, 0 cost. Yeah, I'll take the 0 cost card. That could be really useful. Because Wildfire's energy, the way I'm playing it, isn't great. I'm just sort of going bottom track. So let's just get that and add a present. So we can unlock 2 card plays. Why don't we just plan for the future, get rid of that, deal 1 damage, and we can push any number of Dahan. So let's push these in here. We don't want to deal with the escalation of Sweden. And there's no way they're going to convert these Dahan. And if I can deal with this, that would be amazing, but I don't think I can. Maybe we play this card. Okay, so we can destroy a town in the slow phase, and it also unlocks our first innate. Yep, okay, I'm just going to play it. I don't know what I'm doing with the spirit. So fast powers, 1 damage per 2 fire, so we can chip away at this explorer. And that's it. That's it. We've done our innate. Invader phase. Let's have a look at the first event. On each board, choose a sacred site. Gather 1 explorer into its land and add an additional explorer. So we can't... Oh no, we can. We can gather this explorer in here, and that means that does 5 damage instead of 6. That's great. But that does mean that F8 does build, so that's a bit sad. Add 1 disease to the jungle wetland with the most towns or cities. Let's see, I'm planning on destroying the town in F5, so let's just add it to F2. On each board, remove 1 blight from a land with at least 2 Dahan. Well, that's fantastic. That's brilliant. Bit less pressure from the blight. Wonderful, we love that. Okay, so we are ravaging in the mountains. This is 5 damage, so we add a blight. Build in the sand, so unfortunately we couldn't prevent that build. And then we explore in the water. I'm just trying to like move around my mic here just to press the buttons. Okay, all right, not looking terrible. Now, asphyxiating smoke, we get 1 fear and we can destroy a town. I think I might just stop. Maybe I could just do this in the fast phase. Yeah, I'm going to save off on the damage because I might have enough damage to actually deal with that. So I'm going to destroy this town and we can push up to 1 Dahan. No, we have to push. We have to push. So let's push this in here. So hopefully this land will take care of itself. All right, let's have a look. What turn are we on? Turn 3, something like that. I'm going to unlock the 3rd card play, I think. Yeah, okay, I'm going to get some more energy. I need energy. So I'll take from the bottom track, and I think I'll add it in this land here, because I can't reach this anyway. So that's 1 damage, and we have to push the beasts. So let's just push this over here in this scary, spooky land. We gain 2 energy, plus 1 for the fire on our tracks. So we've got 3 card plays, but all I really want to do is unlock this first innate, just so I can get rid of this town. I think all I need to play is Flame's Fury, because that gives us an energy, and we do plus 1 damage with each power. And that does include innates, so our left innate will do 2 damage. 1 for the 2 fire, plus 1. So I'm just going to play this for now. Be a little bit conservative. So we get 1 energy. And with our left innate, we can do 2 damage in a land with blight. So let's get rid of that town. And that should sort things out quite nicely. So fast phase done. Okay, stage 2. In each land with at least 2 towns, well, that's no land, so we're good. Invaders do not ravage in lands with disease or strife. It doesn't matter. Push 2 Dahan from a land with a city to a land without a city. Well, that doesn't matter anyway. So that event did nothing. Each player adds a strife in a different land with at least 2 invaders. Ooh, okay. Well, that's going to have to be this one, so we'll just pop this on the city. Right, invader action. So we are ravaging in the sand, so Dahan takes 1 damage. We take care of that explorer. We build in the waters. 7 is okay, but in land 3 we get a town. And we explore in the mountains, and we do have an escalation. After invaders explore into each land this phase, if that land has at least as many invaders as Dahan, replace 1 Dahan with a town. This is converting the Dahan. So I'm not too happy about exploring into this mountains. Oh, this is great. There are no towns or cities adjacent to this mountain, so that doesn't explore into that mountains. That's brilliant. Okay, so we just have to worry about this mountains here. Slow phase, we've got nothing. All right, a slow build-up. However, This is the crucial turn here, because if we want to add presence, then we're going to have to reveal one of these fires, either on the bottom track or the top track. And that means with our special rule, every time we add or move presence, we add a blight. Now this blight doesn't destroy our presence, but it's still going to make the island pretty unhealthy very quickly, unless we can unlock this second innate to remove blight. So we've got some decisions here. We could completely destroy this town by adding presence there, so we don't have to worry about that blighting. We could add a presence into the mountains to try and deal with that, but that will cascade the blight. Okay, so I'm going to be super aggressive. Super aggressive, what could go wrong? So I'll get a minor power card, I'll take the second growth option. And again, we're looking for plant and fire. Purifying flame was pretty good, it could potentially remove some more blight. And it has our elements. Zero cost fire could be pretty good as well. Alright, so I'm going to get purifying flame. Wonderful. And we've got the range to add our presence. So why don't we take from the top track? And because we've got 2 fire on our tracks revealed, we enter this land, deal 2 damage to get rid of this town, and we add a blight. And we can push this Dahan. Now this Dahan is very vulnerable because of the Sweden converting escalation. However, we know that mountains have come up, so maybe we just pop this in the mountains to protect it. Okay, we gain 0 energy, and let's see what we want to play here. We could go all out if we wanted to. However, I am a bit concerned about next turn and this mountains. Although when it builds, it will get a town, and so that'll be 5 damage. So maybe it'll be okay. I think at the very least, I want to play Purifying Flame. Are there any targets in my land? Yeah, I could chuck that away. This is an issue that I have with Wildfire. So oftentimes it's very good at defending land with blight because of its innate, it deals damage. So oftentimes I've got lands with no invaders. So this left innate doesn't really get any value a lot of the time. It's sort of these lands with blight which I really struggle with, especially in lands with blight where I don't have presence in there and I need to get in there, but that will cause a cascade. I don't know. I feel like you just have to go for it, but we'll see. So past powers, I can deal 1 damage. So let's just chip away at this explorer in this land. Why not? And that's it. That's it. So invader phase. Let's do it. We have a healthy island. So on each board, add 1 town to a land with an explorer or a town. So that has to be this land, which makes this land super scary. Oh my goodness. Right, okay. On each board, add 1 disease to the sands or mountains with the most towns or cities. Well, that's better because that stops that build and that city build. Each spirit with at least 2 Dahan among its lands gains 1 energy. Well, that is not us. So, ravage in the waters, we've kept it clear. Build in the mountains, we have a disease. Waters, ooh, waters again. The escalation doesn't happen. And how that would work, it's really good that we push this Dahan out of here. Because if we hadn't, and this explored into this land, there are now as many invaders as Dahan, so this Dahan would actually turn into a town. So it's good we pushed that out, we prevented that, and we're in the slow phase. So what we can do, we can deal some damage, or just remove a blight. And actually this is really good because we can remove this blight from this mountains, so we don't have to worry about the cascade. So now we have another important decision. If we wanted to, we could remove this presence to reveal 3 fires on the tracks. That means wherever I put this presence is going to deal 3 damage, which is enough to take care of a city. It's pretty good. So what I might do actually is probably do that. Maybe not necessarily to get rid of the city because that's got strife. But we can prevent this blight while also setting up in this land. I'm going to take this presence. I'll take the second growth option. So we'll get another minor power. Oh my gosh, again. Oh no, foiled. We've got no plant powers. Okay. Gosh, do I take this defend since my plan has been destroyed? Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to take the defend. Okay, so range 3, add a presence. Let's add it in here. So that's going to deal 3 damage. Let's get rid of this and this. We have to push all beasts. So let's pop this beast in this coastal land with this city. And we can push a Dahan, which I think I will. I think I'll push this Dahan in F7 because we've picked up this defend now. So that should be okay to defend. I should be able to defend this wetland on the coast. So yeah, let's oh gosh, let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. Right, to gain 0 energy, and we need the defend. Oh, you know what? I forgot to add blight. So let's add a blight there. We've got 2 blight in the bucket. I think I'm actually going to play both of these cards and play it safe. And what that allows me to do is pick off an explorer and defend the land completely. What I'm going to do is actually keep this Dahan in here and not push it out, just to get that counter-attack damage. Okay, let's see how that goes. So we've got 4 defense in here. And because we've got 2 wind or air, this power is fast. So we get 1 fear. And we can deal 1 damage. So let's just chip away at this one here to stop that build. Actually, let's just get rid of this one because we know we can deal with this because it's blighted. These are the kind of decisions which I really struggle with. So which is the best land to take care of? Because I'm already in this blighted land, but I could always go in this land without cascading. Anyway, fast power's done. Event. We still have a healthy island. During the next ravage, each city deals +2 damage. Okay, so that's okay. Because in this land, strife makes all damage 0. So this city would have 6 damage, but because of this strife, it makes it 0. So it doesn't affect this city. On each board, add 1 disease. Ignore disease during builds. Okay, that's pretty good. What we could do is make sure this land doesn't get any bigger. So we'll add disease in F4. 1 fear per land with invaders where Dahan outnumber towns or cities. And that is 0. Each player may push 1 explorer into a land with more towns or cities than the land it came from. Ah, okay, that's pretty good actually. We can prevent this build. Let's just pop this in here then. So, invader actions. So, in the mountains, we ravage. We've got 4 defense here, and the Dahan deal 2 damage to take care of the explorer and town. We're going to build in the wetlands, but they're okay. And we're going to explore in the coast. Great. Right, so slow phase, we got nothing. So now, finally, now is the time to reclaim, I think. I'm going to get another minor card. I love this card so much. Hazard spread across the land, and it's got our elements. Ooh, these are really good. Some blight removal, or pushing at least. Yeah, these are amazing. I think the 0 cost all elements card is probably the way to go. And I just love this card so much. So I'm going to choose it. We get 1 energy and no additional energy. But we've got 3 card plays, so we could really start popping off here. Or I should actually remove the strife actually from that ravage. So yeah, feeling good, feeling good. I think this is the turn where we start dealing some damage here. I think we can take care of this city in this land. And that kind of frees up this whole right side of the board from explores. The wetlands here is pretty safe because we've got blight in here already. And we could actually take both of these blighting anyway because there will be no cascades. This is already 5 damage, so it won't be affected by Sweden's heavy mining. So yeah, I feel like we're in a good position here. So let's just go all out. Let's just go all out. Flame's Fury. We need enough for 3 damage. 3 damage. If we can get some air in there. Oh yeah, let's definitely get hazards in there. Yep, I think these are the cards. So we've got Flame's Fury to add damage and give us some extra energy. We've got hazard spreads across the island. And we'll just see how it goes. So let's get some more hazards. So the obvious target here is the beasts. So we can add this into a land adjacent. So let's just add it into this one. That is not a beast. What happened there? Copy, paste, happy days. We gain 1 energy and we can do +1 damage with each power. I'm going to use my left innate. So we've got a total of 6 damage, 7 because of that card we just played, and we can split this between lands with Blight. So this is a bit overkill, but what we can do is destroy this city, 1, 2, 3, destroy this explorer, and that's all we can do. Right, that was pretty successful. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Right, event, let's have a look. So we're still healthy, I cannot believe this. On an inland land, on each board, replace 1 explorer with a town. Well, we've completely cleared the board of inland explorers, so we're good. Invaders do not ravage in lands with disease or strife. Each player may push 1 explorer or town from a land with Dahan. Well, this event did nothing, so great. Right, adversary actions. We're going to ravage in the waters, but we've cleared it up. So let's add a town here, and this disease prevents this build. Nothing happens in the coastal 3 land. And we're going to explore in the sands with an escalation. And we've done really well here because we've stopped this explorer into the sands. And if an explorer did get here, this will turn into a town. So happy days. Right, slow powers. So on the right innate, we can remove a blight from one of our lands. I think we get rid of this blight in the wetlands. Just because I might want to set up a sacred site here and add presence here, just because I've got more access to this coastal lands here. We've also got Purifying Flame, and we can do damage or remove a blight. And since this is the only sacred site, I think we just remove blight here, so let's just get rid of this one. So what I might do is just grow into the sands and just mess it up. Just mess it up. I think I will just go from the top track because I'm a bit low on energy. Okay, I won't get a major power, I'll get a minor. And again, we're looking for plant, and we do actually have some. Oh, 0 cost all elements. I'm just going to get it. Not even going to think about the others. So let's take from, since we've got 0 cost cards, the top track. Yeah, we're doing okay. So top track, we'll make a sacred site here, and we deal 3 damage, and we add a blight. And we have to push this beasts somewhere. So why don't we just push it in here? So we've got a build up of beasts. You never know, they might do some damage. And yeah, we're in a really good position, I think, actually. We've done our growth, we gain that 1 energy. Oh, to be fair, this is ravaging, and I completely forgot about that. But we have the defend, so why don't we just defend? So definitely want to play that. We could also gather that explorer out, which sounds great. Or just destroy it. Let's see. Okay, we've got some defense and some gathering and all of the elements to unlock our leftmost innate. Although, to be honest, we don't need it. But the blight removal on the right innate is pretty good. So let's have a look. So we want to defend 4 in this land because that's going to ravage. I'm actually going to use threatening flames just for the fear. So we get 2 fear and we can push this out maybe here, just to stop the blight. We can also move this explorer to wherever we want it. So why don't we just pop this back in here? This explorer's, again, been on a journey. So we'll pop it back in the blighted land, and then we can use our left innate just to pick it off. Ooh, return the top fear card to the box. You know what? I think that's worth it. Because this city is going to do +1 damage. So that's 4, 5, 6. Which is 2 damage to the land, which is enough to make it blight, but we have a fear card. And blight isn't terrible to add at this stage because we've got quite a lot of blight. So that's aided by air. We've got 3 already. So I'm just going to discard this one from the hand to get an extra 2. And return the top fear card. So that's 1 less. Excellent. And +1 damage to towns and cities. Add 1 beast to a jungle without blight. Well, that's brilliant. So we can add another one into this jungle. Quite a build up there. On each board, add 1 wild to a land with Dahan. Let's add a wild here. Let's stop this explore, hopefully, in this mountains. Right, fear card. Defend 2 in all lands with presence. Each spirit gains 1 energy per sacred site they have in lands with invaders, which is 0. Great. So, invader actions. Ravage in the coastal lands. Unfortunately, this city does 1 more damage, so that's going to be a blight. Never mind, we did pretty well. Build in the sands, there's nothing in there. And we explore, in the jungle and the sands. So one there, one there. Again, the sands does not explore into, and we get an explore in this jungles as well. Okay, all right, not terrible. Slow powers. We can destroy a town. We get a fear. Uh, Actually has to be quite near a sacred site, but we've got the board covered. And would you know it, there's actually no towns to destroy. But we can use this opportunity to move a Dahan if we wanted to. So let's push this in here. Hopefully we can deal with this and get a defense on it to get rid of this city. And we can remove a blight from one of our lands. However, we've got plenty of blight on the right side of the board, so let's just get rid of one of those. Oh goodness, I can actually win the game. Look at that. So I'm going to take the rightmost growth option. I'm going to grab this one, and then I'm just going to place it in this land here. And that's going to deal 3 damage. We destroy the city, and then we cascade with the blight. However, these don't destroy presence, and we've got plenty of blight. And that's it. We've got a victory. We did it. And that was kind of anticlimactic. But I am really happy with that game. I feel like that was a big improvement on my previous Wildfire games. Well, we only reclaimed once? That's pretty good, isn't it? I feel like that's a really good tactic. Really lean into the damage from the adding presence and just hope for the best. Okay, feeling a bit more confident with Wildfire now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.